25 years of the X5 has brought us to something Neue. Let's get into it on Mountain Roads. For 2026, we think the new G65 BMW X5 will have an extensive collection of engine options. Those options might include ICE, plug-in hybrid, fully electric, and maybe even a hydrogen option. Starting with the ICE, we think the G65 X5 will be similar to the current 5 and X5 series. The 3-liter twin-power turbo inline-6 will probably be the base engine. This 6-cylinder is good for 375 horsepower and 398 pound-feet. Next up would be the 3-liter twin-power turbo inline-6 in combination with an electric motor. This hybrid system is good for 483 horsepower and 516 pound-feet. Electric range for this hybrid system, we think, would be around 40 miles. And total range would be near 450 miles. We're sure some of you are asking if there will be a V8. For our European viewers, we're afraid there may be some bad news, and a V8 may not be available due to Euro emission standards. The US does have a better chance of retaining the V8. We think in either the refreshed X5 M60, which would probably continue on with the 4.4-liter twin-power turbo V8. This V8 is good for 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet. Or there could be an electrified 6-cylinder in the new 2026 X5 M60e. This M version might get the setup from the 760e, which adds a 196 horsepower electric motor to the inline-6 that puts it at about 570 horsepower and 590 pound-feet. And as for the full-fat X5M, we think since the M5 soldiered on, so will the X5M. We also think the 717 horsepower, 738 pound-feet V8 hybrid setup will be the engine of choice. Will a 2-liter twin-power turbo 4-cylinder find its way into the new X5? We think there's a 50-50 shot, based on the fact that it can be found in the new 530 sedan models and the tightening Euro emission standards. For the fully electric versions, we think the iX5 electric powertrains will use the new 2026 iX as the starting point. This should include several dual motor options, starting with the xDrive 45 version that makes 402 horsepower with a range of about 312 miles. The next step up is the xDrive 60, which provides 536 horsepower and a range of about 340 miles. Finally, we have the M70 xDrive that offers 650 horsepower and a range of about 302 miles. And if you're interested in the hydrogen-powered X5, sources are saying it will be a joint effort with Toyota. Current reporting is putting its output at about 400 horsepower with a range of about 315 miles. What do you think BMW should do with the new X5? Drop your thoughts below, and let's get the conversation started. And while you're at it, don't forget to honk that like button. The exterior of the G65 BMW X5, we think, will definitely be out with the old and in with the Neue. For 2026, we think the X5 will be heavily influenced by the Neue Klasse X concept. Comparing the concept to the on-road prototype, we can see the design is certainly flowing over. At the front, the first thing to notice is the possible refashioning of the kidney grille. The current massive one is nowhere to be seen. Instead, the new design looks much sleeker. The new look is thinner and more upright. Additional features may also include it being illuminated and backlit. The front headlights are also redesigned, and they appear wider across the front of the new X5, giving it a more aggressive look. The profile and stance of the new G65 X5 should be much sportier, accented by a more coupe-like roofline. Flush door handles should also add to the sleek appearance. Around the back, we think the 2026 X5 will keep the split tailgate. Looking across the back, we think you can make out the separating line. We haven't seen a good shot of the taillights, and this mule looks like it's wearing service lights. This is one design element where we think the new X5 may differ from the concept. Some sources are claiming the taillights will more resemble the current X3 design. For the interior of the 2026 G65 X5, there are a couple different scenarios. First, the new X5 could receive the new iDrive X infotainment system. This is a completely new system that includes a panoramic vision display, a new 17.9-inch central display, a 3D heads-up display, and a new steering wheel. The other scenario is that the G65 X5 will inherit the interior from the current 2025 5 Series. It would include the BMW curved display with a 12.3-inch instrument cluster and a 14.9-inch central information display. We think the new 2026 X5 will be revealed early next year. We think production should start later in 2026. Higher trim models like the M60e and iX5 M70 will be included. The X5M, we think, will follow in 2027, and a hydrogen-powered X5 could follow in 2028. Here are some other on-road SUVs that you might be interested in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Mountain Roads.